I think I'll be mentioning that.
No.
Yeah, we took Ellen Johnson because she's a Howard University.
Yeah.
All the do different. No passion for development. Then we know Joshua will put the millions men in the whole world.
Yeah.
Yeah. Me.
Connections that you not get it. Yeah.
No connection.
Yeah. Just say that all kind of thing that just happen here. No, I'm sure no heat, no tea.
We were 12 years over Ellen. Ellen did not want him to become president. So Ellen did not introduce him to many leaders. Ellen was doing control of her own. She started to control the country. And kept in a barrage for 12 years, according to Volta himself.
Yes.
That means he was not empowered to meet any leader. When the African leaders themselves need support from the West.
Yes. Uh-huh.
All African leaders need support from the West.
Yeah.
No African leader will help another African leader with money for development.
Yeah.
In the West. There's not a type of worker.
Okay.
So when we have vote, the Senate is comprehensive report of their findings and attack the Supreme Court ruling and the amnesty law and everything. And the position statement for those commissioners who decided from Zambia to where and said the way forward is the Panama House discussion for peace. Then when brother come now, he is deceived by coming there, by the jail there, don't be there, and he now where he's just thinking all kind of way brother, all kind of thing. He want to go after people, and the CDC still control the lower house, the upper house.
Mm-hmm.
So they went some kind of way, some kind of thing they did, about teaching, they did a resolution and pass down because of many causes.
Yeah.
Then they send it to the Senate.
Mm-hmm.
Then something happened. Wow. All that they almost signed to the zombie house, and they bought it that Tuesday morning. They didn't tell me they had it for me. Oh. Then when I heard what was happening, it was remain 2 persons to sign. That was me and our Bandi, Team Bandi. Now when I went to cool, I said, what is going on? You were here when we had sent paper, and you were here with our own leadership, and we sent the report with all documents, legal documents, to guide where. Then Baga benefited from the 2010 decision by the Supreme Court to be involved in the election in 2011 because he was not wrong with them.
You're right.
He benefited.
You're right.
The after serving about for 12 years now, he's now president now. We finish campaign for that kind of old man, and he wants to persecute us. Is that going to persecute us? So what is going on with Ekun? Ekun said, well, what I will do for you is to help you with lawyer. Your partner said, go look for lawyer. So from who offered my own son offered that I went and found a resolution. I have many things that why you did this. You know what they told me?
No.
Resolution is not a law. So starting the resolution, we agree. Bring it now. When Baga send a bill, they will not put all the law they put in now and back it.
Oh, okay. That was a smart move.
I said correct move.
Nigeria is in trouble.
Correct move.
But I tell you this, I still repeat, if the president refuses to change, then the government is in trouble. The government, if you finish this government, let's thank God. Because as from next year, it's said to be fluctuating. And all the people that is in the government, they are liars. All of them. They don't know why they are there. They don't know what they are doing. They don't know the risk of staying in that system. They are just pushing the vehicle like this. They don't know where they don't know where it's going. So the forefathers of Liberia, they are in place. It's very regrettable. Even the former president syphilis, is even regret having this person as a president. So that is just it. They believe that George Weah is too much for Liberia. That is the man who have brought transformation, total transformation to Liberia. That is the man who have turned Liberia to mini London or mini US. And we have done it in second term. But they don't understand. They are angry with him. They believe that he's against them. They believe that he doesn't like Liberians. That's what they believe. That's what they believe. Liberia will be zero in sports. Zero. Zero. In the zero. When you go to Nations Cup now, go to Nations Cup, let's see. Let me see Nations Cup. Go to Nations Cup, I'll give $500,000. If you qualify for Nations Cup, I will give your national team $500,000. I promise your Nations your Liberia now. If you don't know, in 2 years' time, Liberia will be worse. Will be one of the worstest country in the whole world. Worstest country in the whole world. If Liberia will not protest against this comment, tell me there is no God. If Liberia will not begin to cry, coming together to cry and say, we don't want you again, leave, resign, tell me there is no God. I will never serve God again. I am a prophet of God, and I'm talking as a prophet. Right. The hardship, you have not seen that ship now. In 2 years' time, you will see the hardest hardship you have never experienced. Liberia will drink dirty water, and they will be thanking God for drinking. That is the kind of president you have. This president does not have anything. He doesn't have any template. He doesn't have any roadmap for the nation. They just force him there. It was a rigged election. Rigged election. It was forced on you people. It was forced to be president. So, and the people connived to do all of this and put him there. Right? US. United States. They are involved in this election. I am telling you, not politically, I am telling you spiritually what I foresaw. It was rigged. Totally rigged. And now they have seen it, that this person does not know anything. This person cannot help the nation. This person cannot put the nation right.
Which determines the clear vision for the country. Okay, so it also includes
Let me just apologize to you for the tension we created the few times the started almost creating embarrassment for this country. As it relates to the speaker, the embarrassment we created for the government that got everybody confused, we want to apologize. So let me tell you why it happened. There is always a reason for these things. There's a common practice, and they also give me the entire legislature. Whenever you go to the first round of election, we await the second round to determine the speaker. On the issues of consensus, we await the second round to determine the speaker. We believe that whenever a speaker is from the party of the government, it makes our work easier. There will be not too much confrontation. The tension we created this few days emanated from the Owola Akoli who said that that tradition to be changed. They remember in the 54, one was Chimo, but then the speaker. They remember they have one member, the CDC day. But the fact that Baba Chimo was a seditious, and moreover his party won the presidency,
His Excellency, former President George Weah, we decided to give the right to Buffalo's Chamber. There was no contention. Normally, the president takes the speaker and the deputy falls in opposition to balance the house. But under our regime, the 55th legislature, there were people who felt was smarter than us in terms of following the tradition. After we won the election, our president was waiting for the second round. Fortunately for us, we didn't party in Victoria. We called for a meeting and we told our fellow lawmakers. And this time around, they see this for Unity Party. They said, no way. They can't happy. The guy can't believe more than you. I don't vote more than you. I'm not sophisticated more than you. They can't happy. We forced to take this seat. It was on that basis that when we won the election, we lost our far vote. I'd like to tell you this because I apologize for the tension created by us. But moreover, there was a reason. It was on that basis that we felt if our government will have an opposition speaker, it will suppress the success of the referendum. I'll be honest with you, no matter how you feel. It was on that basis that today we made victorious because we know the right agenda in the house is to have a speaker that will work along with the government.
Some of these problems, for instance, I know it can be argued or understandably that the overpass bridge that the Chinese government is about to build and the road from Cassidy Boulevard to 12th Street, they were all in the Puebla, that's true. But it was blocked in the Puebla. The President Boaca visited to China, reassuring China that when we are taking action on the global stage, we will take it with our own interest first as a country, not to please any other person before Liberia's interest, and then people fighting them will join inside and will stand.
Just a further question. Yeah.
So you see, he visited to the FOCA, to the China Africa Forum, has now got China excited with the new commitment to come do this project. They are in town already. You call the Minister of Public Works, he will tell you the Chinese government don't waste time when they say they want to do something. But when you step on their interest, then you're in problem with them. Now, anytime we want to do anything on the global stage, the first question we should be asking, what's in it for us as a country and people? And if what's in it for us is good as a country and people, if other countries benefit from the trickle-down effect of our vote, okay. But we must never again vote on something that will hurt ourselves as a country.
A systematic erosion of democracy. Executive overreach and open disregard for our constitution, lawlessness in the legislature, with the presidency turning a blind eye, even when the sacred hall of our democracy go up in flames. Security forces brutalizing peaceful citizens, while millions are being spent on so-called operations that offer no protection to ordinary Liberians. They said we were the problem, but now the Liberian people can see for themselves. The real problem is the Unity Party that is now in power. The time has come to speak the truth without fear. This government is failing and Liberia is paying the price. For seditions, let us not lose hope. Even the longest night must give way to daylight. Even a stronger storm must pass. We are still standing and we are still strong. We will not give up on Liberia. We will not give up on our people. And we will never never give up on CDC. We are the party of the slums and the city. We are the voice of the voiceless. We are the protectors of the poor and the defender of their dreams. From New Fruta to Pinsville, from Buchanan to Bond Mines, from Sunny Quarter to Southtown, the CDC remains in the hearts of the people. This rally is a clear sign. We are reorganizing, we are preparing, we are coming back. I say to you, we are coming back. But in order to do that, we must build a strong, together we must fortify the one institution that can correct the failure of the Bouaka administration. And that institution is the Mate Coalition for Democratic Change. This is why I call on all of you today, not just to believe, but to act. Not just to hope, but to build. Let us invest in the movement that has invested in you. Let us pay our due so that the party remains financially and politically prepared. Your dues are more than money. They are a seed of commitment, a pledge of loyalty, and a symbol of hope. I am so proud to launch this due payment campaign today because it means that you, the grassroots, you, the real owner of this party, are ready to step forward, take charge, and prepare for the future. As your political leader, I promise you this: we will not rest, we will not retreat, we will organize, mobilize, and energize until we reclaim the leadership of Liberia. But let us do it the CDC way, peacefully, lawfully, strategically, and respectfully. Because when our time comes, and it will come, believe me, we must be ready not just to win, but to govern better. We must correct the wrongs, improve the system, and restore the dignity of the Liberian people. So let us unite, let us rise, let us believe, and let us build. And to all our young people, I say, stay focused, stay clean, stay strong. To our women, you are the backbone of this movement. Keep rising. To our elders, your wisdom is still needed. Stay with us. And to our opponent, we see the failure and we are coming to face it. Again, as the great Nelson Mandela said in a quote, it always seems impossible until it is done. Unquote. The party is alive, strong and mighty. The revolution shall continue. A belief we will uphold to death. The future is not beyond us. The future is straight ahead. And together we will get there. And so, I want to close with this advice. Wait well. Liberia and Liberians will call on you again. And therefore, be prepared to win again and lead again. Remember, we are the common people. So let us all unite for the betterment of our country and our people.
For the tension we created, the few time especially, almost creating embarrassment for this country. as it relates to the speaker. The Bible we created to the government that got everybody confused, we want to apologize. But let me tell you why it happened. There is always a reason for these things. There's some common practice at the House of Representatives, even the entire legislature. Whenever you go through the first round of election, we await the second round to determine the speaker. In the issues of consensus, we await the second round to determine the speaker. We believe that whenever a speaker is from the party of the government, it makes our work easier. There will be not too much confrontation. The tension we created this few days emanated from one of our colleagues who felt that tradition to be changed. They remember in the 54, Buffalo Chimo, but then the speaker, they everybody have one member, the CDC did. But the fact that Buffalo Chimo was a seditious, and moreover his party won the presidency, His Excellency former President George Manuel, we decided to give the right to Buffalo Chimo. There was no contention. Normally the president takes the speaker and the deputy falls in the opposition to balance the house. I want to always believe the president legislature, there were people who felt was part of the law against our foreign tradition. After we went to the election, our president was committing on the second round, fortunately for us in the party in Victoria, we called for a meeting and we saw our fellow lawmakers. And next time around this seat, they were in the party. They said, no way. It can't happen. You guys know what you want to do. I'm going to do. It can't happen. Because of president, they were turned out yesterday. Our Monday election will not have vote. I'd like to thank you for our apology to get them out. But moreover, there was a reason. There was no time that we felt that our we have a couple of people. It was surprised. It was success of the representative. I feel like you, no matter how you feel, there was on that basis as a day, and the president told us to know that the president entered the house, if you have a
Even a big worker because of the site.
Okay, let me say what's up to all of you wherever you are. It's great joining us tonight right here on this very day, and we are grateful to the Almighty God that we are right here beaming with life and that of good health, and no matter what the circumstances are, we are certainly getting there. My name is Brent Godson, and I'm right here with you, and together we are certainly going to get there, no matter what the circumstances are. So with God, all things are possible, and I'm very grateful to God for everything. And we are here and working together for the good of our country. Welcome to the program Face the Issues. On the program Face the Issues, we don't discuss personalities, no, but issues involving personalities, like we always told you and committed to doing. But any personality who chooses to stay in front of the issues, what we normally do is to tear you apart, and because the issue is not to be disturbed. So we'll tear you apart, and because of the pain that is associated with tearing you apart, or that goes along with tearing you apart, we just tell you sorry. We are unapologetic about that sorry. So we are grateful to the Almighty God for the strength and not the courage He has given us over the period to stand tall in a nation as ours. It's not easy in this country. Every day I thank God for His strength. I know many of you worry about us because you never think it's normal that we'll do what we're doing. In a country where dead bodies are found all in the streets, people are dying on a daily basis, material deaths occurring, people's eyes have been plucked out, and you just see the body, lifeless body lying. That's how the country has become. Things are now terrible. But why are we still who we are? And no matter what they do, we are still fearless in doing what we do. We are under attack. Our family is under attack. But that does not deter us. It takes courage to keep us to where we are. And never in our country's history, we have seen the governors very arrogant, rude, and insensitive to their own very existence. Never in the history of this country. Because the only reason we are very careful about what we do today because we think that there is a future tomorrow. But a bunch of people will pile up together, but again, you want to say they are operating on a curse. So as a result, they will not behave normal. Abnormality is not their area. Once you are cursed, normal things that you just see unusual things just happening, that curse you're operating on. So the guys are cursed to the extent that whatever they do is just abnormal. Because nowhere in the history of governance that you will choose to do what you guys are doing. So now you sit there and ask yourself the question, are they really normal? No. But that's God's own way of destroying mankind. God grab your brain. When God won't destroy you, God will grab your brain. And that destruction is not because God will not just let you, but because of your own rudeness, because of your own arrogance. When God ready to deal with you, He will play with your brain. Now all you can do, grab you and play with your brain and turn it upside down. So anything you do is just abnormal. It's not sound. Because nobody will sit and behave the way you guys are behaving. Nobody will go out and say they are going to be insulting people. I haven't seen this before. No government has behaved like this before. I don't really get it. So every day you get to ask yourself a question. That is why you see now it is spiritual. And that one you don't control it is just God. Eh? What did they say God do to Pharaoh? He said God hardened Pharaoh's heart. He say, Pharaoh, I will harden your heart. Though I want for my people to go, I will not soften your heart for you to let them to go free. I will harden your heart. You know why? Because I must punish you and your people then for all your deed to these people then. So I will harden your heart and you will send your people. I will send your firstborn child. Whatever it is that I want to do, I will do it to you. But I will harden your heart. He said God hardened Pharaoh's heart. So because God is setting out destruction for these Unity Party folks, God is hardening their heart. You can see it in it that God has hardened their heart. And not just the Unity Party folks, but even your council of churches people. God is hardening their heart. All people that used to call men of God, they get no relationship with God. They are so dummies. They get one relationship with God. Because you know what? That God is exposing that now. All over you hear about, I don't know, say that the Christ or what kind of people they used to hear about Samuel Reeves. I don't mean you'll be hearing. You can see now that there's no relationship they have with God. Let them go on a bunch of people who don't have one relationship with God. Because God has decided to harden their hearts to the extent that their thoughts are gone. They are not sound in their judgments anymore because God is no longer with them. You know, when God departs and leaves you, you are left vulnerable. And God does not just leave you like that. God will leave you. Because it is the same God that is seeing as Satan passing around. God will use the same Satan against you to play with your brain so that you will know that you get your own punishment for what you do. That is what it is. I haven't seen people behave like this before. The last time I saw people very aggressive and rude towards people they claim to come liberate or the people they claim to have governed a rebel government. Well, they don't care about the citizens. They don't care about anything. Whatever they do, that's it. So they want to. That's what it is. But you see, with God, all things are possible. And people like us, we are in this country. Play your cash, give it away. Like I said, God will continue to guide you, and you get money to it. Because I'm going to do the draws for about 15 persons tonight. I did it for about 12 last night, so I'm doing it for 15 tonight. So you are to win from 5,000, 10,000, just upward. So when I do the draw, when I spin the number, your number falls in the neighborhood of 50,000, you get it tonight. And I think I will miss time to call you up tonight. All right, so the star 799 star 24 hash. That's the code. I told you just keep that code. Anytime you see us on, anytime you hear our announcers announcing anything like that, that's why it is. But we are certainly grateful to the Almighty God that we are here tonight on this very day. We think God is alive. And all the signs that point to danger, we can see it. I don't know what the men of God and you say are getting in the country. Anyway, let's leave them. God is exposing them on a daily basis. Sometimes you just get tired with them. You just know that they don't exist. You see? That's why God just created people like us for this kind of time, because God knew that there are people who purporting to be people for Him, they will never be there for the Liberian people. So God said, look, people like your AB that you will be depending on. And what I'm sending you to be alone with your brethren, so that you will be able to work out and speak from a people who will be let down, by people who claim to be on pulpit preaching in my name. Whenever they are false prophets, false pastors, the Bible said that they can be those kind of people. So they are false prophets, false pastors, and so forth, right? Yeah. So we are grateful to the Almighty God for everything, and we think with God all things are possible. So keep playing your cash giveaway. I will enlighten you on events of the day. Don't worry. Today, what that may be seen as a bad sign for our country, it happened. Today, we will have heard something different about our president. That which other us we don't pray for. The president plane, the expensive plane that came for him and took him from here and carrying him to Nigeria. The expensive plane, the brand new plane, I'm going to show it to you. A brand new plane here that the president will ride. The expensive plane that the president will ride. Let me show it to you. Don't worry. The country, I'm going to show you the plane the president will ride. A brand new plane here that yes. The president will ride. Let me show you. Now I show you people the plane, right? Yeah. Let me show you the plane. Again. Yeah, they show it to you people. You see the brand new plane here? Now the president plane looking, the plane. The president, I want to say that a plane now, sir. That inside the plane, low like. Brand new plane like this. Brand new. Plane like this. The president said, expensive plane, the most expensive of all private jets that have ever been used by presidents in Liberia. Joseph Boakai was inside. Left from there one Nigeria with A came back. How power plane there? Now it is. You see the plane here? The plane I'm showing you also. They brought Joseph Boakai today. But you see how God works? You got to pray for this country. Because despite Boakai's wickedness, I told you people, God will always give us something to talk about every day. You see how God can work? God will never make, if you have to say God's going to make you to be prophetess or prophet, and then every time you're going to see vision. So there's no day that God will make you to not see vision. You will see vision. Because that's your job. God will maintain that consistency. So, the worst what have happened today with Joseph Boakai is very unusual. Have you heard about airplane tire burst? It start going off what they call. Have you heard that kind of thing before easily? Most of you who not you think that common thing that can just happen. Well, I say airplane tire can burst, but it's not common thing to just happen. That the plane will come down, the tire get burst. Some of your car driver there, you can see your car then fire. The car fire, the car tire fire. You know how you can call it? The car tire fire. The president, as expensive and security protection that around that, even common people playing, they can't get behave like that. the most expensive plane, the time Bwaka chose to spend the millions on our resources, by the time the plane behaved very cheap, God proved to him that Bwaka, no matter the millions you spend, you are never going to get the protection that you ought to get. That's the message for today. A Bwaka pastor, I can tell you that. Can I tell you? Come on, people, we will pay our small money now. We passing around. We can get in plane and go. Plane tire can bounce like that. Just say Bwaka plane tire boss today. And guess where he landed? A bus. Right when he landed at the airport, the way he burst. You see how? Look, when we are saying some of these things, they don't see God in your business, because God will blind your eye to destroy you more, because you must live in ignorance and act in ignorance. All the things that God doing to you, God will continue to put you inside it, so that they say the Bible and say what in coming die again hear with us, because that God cannot put it ear like that now again hear with us again ready to die now. So God can say that time now for me to grant you. So that's why they plain tire burst. And our understanding that they have to run to go what they call run that quick. Oh God, go take the president off. Plain tire burst. I said the tire burst. You hear thing, a small thing I'm talking. The tire burst. Now what I'm telling you. The plane tire burst. They plane here that you see here. They bend. The time Bwaka chose to take our resources and put it in expensive plane. That the time the expensive plane tire burst. Right before our own eyes. You know what I mean, Nigeria? You know I can't be called what they call no. Not a big country. It came right here before the tire burst. The plane tire burst. That God save our president today, but with a message to tell you that I'm not with you. And you like it, you want to buy what kind of bulletproof you do, whatever you fortify yourself. I don't care what you do. That's the point. There's a video that they uploaded, because you know they had a video on a plane like this. And when the tire burst, they took it down. But thank God somebody captured it and shared that video with me. It's very much 30 seconds or something. But you will hear somebody in the back. You will hear a person in the back saying, Jesus. They tell them, no God. We are president saying and dance with the devil and now you know God. It's just 18 seconds, but I will play over and over so that you can get a soundbite. I will play over and over so that you can get a soundbite. The person just said, Jesus. Jesus. Very good. So I'm seeing it. You see that the runway area way there that they play the plane tire burst. It stopped right there. Right? But the people were way here near the VIP lot. They play the car and they were parked now waiting. Right? The plane tire burst way beyond there. I'm coming go there. So you see the pressmen standing from where here they were capturing. When you come in here in the back, I'm coming play. Yeah, I'm coming play. You see the country are interesting country, but you see all of you are there. I mean, maybe you all kind of thing and you look at your laugh. You look at your laugh. You look at your laugh. All the thing again beyond be passing all over the place. That a video here, that the real video they are coming show you. The video they took it down. And you hear the person in the back, Jesus. Jesus. Your president playing tire boss. That the Unity Party president. Because that only Unity Party people himself in. So now all some of they won't see the other brain people then that only party people then himself. So let me come play it. Let me come play over and over that the playing tire was in it. So the player is coming right from distance. You see a way there, but it's just far because the camera guys are here. But you are here in the back. So let's play this. Let's play this so that you get it. You see the plane way there? You see the plane way there? God said, Jesus. So because the tire burst right there, you see the smoke. You see the dark smoke. They mean the white smoke there. That's the plane area. That's the plane area. So you see the plane there. So the guy in the back said, Jesus, Jesus, right? So something terrible is going to happen today. Then you will hear the other guys telling the guy, say, cut off the camera. Cut off the camera. At this stage, they intended to cut off the camera. But let's get back. I will give it over and over so that you get it. You see the smoke there? You see the plane? You see the They cut it off, cut off the camera. They must take the camera off. The plane landing there. You see the smoke? The smoke that the plane are moving, so you see the smoke? Smoke? Cut off the camera. That is what happened today. You see what was going to happen today? You see the dark smoke there? I'll play again so that you get it again. There is a video that they brought down. Nobody posted it, but they brought it down. But we have it. Yeah, you see the smoke now coming up? The plane as well. Jesus. Huh? I played it last time now. So you hear that? You've seen it for yourself. And you're hearing it back for those of you listening to radio. Your president was going to suffer serious casualties today. It's very unusual. Terrible things continue to be the order of the day under Joseph Boakai administration. That is the point. When we're saying these things, don't leave that. The Liberia Airport Authority, I released a statement to that effect. If I'm lying, they released a statement. There's a video I just played. They released a statement acknowledging this happened. And the video that I was just showing you, they have released a statement to this effect. Yeah. What is this? No, not the thing I want. I want the other stuff. Yeah, I want this one. Okay. Yeah, I want a note first. I will share with you something. The next thing I will talk about is the Supreme Court's ruling today. You see Unity Party people running around with all over the place. And just leave that. We are certainly getting there. We'll get there. So the airport authority was able to release a statement today. Let me try to share with you the statement. To that effect, how the president private jet, the tire burst. Nobody what to call it. You listen, I can read it for you now. I can read what it wrote. I can read what it wrote. Why are you seeing here so? NIR airport authority people something here? Yeah, this is what they put there. Let me put it out. They don't want to put it one here there. Okay. Official statement from the management of the Rabos International Airport, May 29th, 2025. So let's continue reading. Are we seeing it on screen, please? Are you? Okay, you are seeing it. You are seeing it along. So let's read along. It says here, the management of the Rabos International Airport acknowledges the recent incident involving a private jet returning President Joseph Yuma Boakai and his entourage on Thursday. We are aware that one of the aircraft tires burst upon landing, prompting a precautionary stop on the runway. It stopped. And also the smoke, I'll play again after here. Right? Preliminary investigation suggests that the incident may have been caused by poor state of our runway. They say our runway not good. So now You now declare Liberia wrong way to be unfit. Now the other people playing then are supposed to come out. You now make people to be scared to come to Liberia. Now, so you see there, you now declare the wrong way unfit. Instead of you saying that Joseph Boakai demonic thing that he put a hand in, that it affecting him, you now demonize the whole country now. Now our wrong way flower a feeling now. So they say the wrong way now Guya, specifically the presence of pop holes. That means a whole wrong way there. That they said they face during early time. And the United Party time they reface the wrong way that they said they face during early time. That their own wrong way, according to them, now coming to damage them. You see how God can work things out. That why you see everything you do in a warrior, be very careful. So they say the wrong way, specifically the presence of pop holes. We take full responsibility for the condition of our infrastructure and assure the public that we are taking immediate action to rectify the situation. The safety and security of our passengers and aircraft are our top priority. We are working diligently to repair and maintain our runway to prevent such incidents in the future. We apologize for any inconvenience this incident may have caused, particularly to the president and his delegation, as well as to other grounded aircraft, because they grounded other aircraft because Joseph Boakai plane tire bus a stop in the runway. So other aircraft can move, other aircraft can come. Passengers are stranded. They can't go anywhere because Joseph Boakai private jet business. They is a disaster. Anywhere he goes, he can get inconvenience people. The same way he inconveniencing everybody in Liberia. The higher Papa know that he goes in Nigeria again, some kind of crisis happened there. I know that train crash or something happened there. He went in Ghana again, fire disaster. Now he come back here, own country, plane tire bus. That is it. So planes are grounded, and as well as other grounded aircraft and those diverted due to the incident. So they had to send other planes, say, you go different place, you go passing here. Then now you see how you inconvenient everybody because you must ride private jet at all costs. You will spend heavy money on private jet, but because of you see what can happen to the country. Thank God, they said now come up now and say, you see, when we say these things, you will jump out every now. If you let the country, that they want to let the country, okay, I agree that you let the country, you're finished coming there now. And I also say, they say we are committed to providing a safe and efficient travel experience for all our users. We appreciate the professionalism and quick response of our emergency services and the aircraft crew in ensuring the safety of all on board. We are grateful that no one was harmed during the incident. The RIA will continue to work tirelessly to improve its facilities. Now, people who are supposed to travel to Liberia, real well business people, it is here that indeed even the president of the Republic of Liberia, he nearly died at his own airport because of wrong way not good. That kind of message, that's why you're finishing it out there. Their own president. So, well, what made a millionaire or somebody's son to say they coming to kind Liberia to come board their son something here? And you're flying around here, celebrating, oh, Ethiopian airline come back. Did they say Ethiopia? Yeah, Ethiopia. Then you made Joseph Boakai to go stand here. All the things that you're doing that Joseph Boakai not even able to protect his own plane. His own plane not even safe for him. His own plane, the whole president, the number one most protected person in the whole republic, he plane tire bus. So we play air now already. You see, let me tell you something. The security threats around these people, people may not understand it. Right? The security around the presidents, things not just happen to them normally like that. Usually like that. No. So they plane tire bus. So they say that the wrong way they cause. You know, they're always looking for something to be the cause. When we will tell you say the cause is that Joseph Boakai dancing with the devil and no kind of thing that they are very unusual. They will take it and say the wrong way that they cause. So we agree again that the wrong way they cause. And they are technicians, they don't want giving a report. So for us, we're not technicians, but we believe that there's a God who can communicate with science. Then they say that wrong way, but we agree. Yeah, we agree. That wrong way. That the wrong way not good. That pop holes and the very United Party condition that wrong that wrong way. We have to be very careful as citizens of this country. These things, Sometimes it will happen. But you know why they were cutting off camera and why going here and there? Why you think people can't say that after that I was already praying for our president? Liberians should be shocked, worried about what may have happened to their president. But the only reason you can't bring that kind of news to Liberia and you don't want them to hear that kind of news is because you think the president not correct for everybody, because you're making to think that he is only your own president. That only your one supposed to get jobs. That only your one supposed to talk in country in terms of politics. That only your one. So all the things that you're doing and you believe that you're hiding those things here and there. That kind of time now we're supposed to be all on Facebook. You say, oh, thank God for our president. Oh, would God bless you, Mr. President? God really bless you, Mr. President. That kind of thing that you also will be. That day now, all of us will be posting. I know I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna post it too. I don't know what I'm gonna post it, and I will try. I will try to see what I can post it, but I don't know. But you see that the kind of time that was already be posting that kind of thing. Oh, Mr. President, and I sorry, oh, and I let God bless you. That kind of thing. Yeah. So this kind of thing that you see here, so. This video, with this kind of video, where your president, somebody calling Jesus' name in the way that the person who say he want them with devil, somebody calling Jesus' name there for you. You know what they call, right? Yes. This one, right? This video here, that they never wanted for anybody. So, Liberians, the only thing you can do now, you just pray for the president, you put on your Facebook pages. You say, Mr. President, we thank God for your life. You put that one there so that the president can be what they call. You put it there. But you say, thank God for your life, Mr. President. Yeah. The man say, Jesus. Jesus. I've played this thing over and over and over and over. Jesus. That is smoke I saw. I said, what? We're headed for disaster. Dear God. Dear God. Call it up. I wish I was traveling. Oh, you can capture our president with his plane. You know that plane that smoke plane. That plane I get technique. You know that plane too expensive. That plane so now you can get a smoke technique, but I don't think that tire boss. You gotta get a smoke tape. You get so that people will not see the president. Yeah, sometimes too. Yeah. Call it up, Wetty. They think you see here, so that me what it call. Why am I call it up for? Why they should call up the thing? Call it up. Yeah, call it up. That is smoke. You can say Jesus. And the president playing now. Call it up. Ah, God. God.
Jesus.
Put up. Like your president. I'm saying these things, you can go say, oh, that's what I do. Oh, I will let it country here, but you don't let us say, I don't know why you're not let us go.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Put up.
And if they want to launch real thorough investigation, they better go look for Jeremiah Kuna and investigate him on the kind of thing. Yeah. Because the problem there is the way you structure your government, anybody can get motive. The thing is normal. They got to a wrong way. Oh, that Joseph Waka on a time should happen before wrong way. You don't have many plane be coming, Ethiopia Airline and big plane there. That plane that what but I told you people, I said that plane here is very expensive. One tire on that plane there is 8,000 United States dollars. That's the least you can get on that plane at Joseph Waka. What they call 8,000 United States dollars. And if that the Firestone tape or the Goodyear or Goodrich Sonny. That tire that on our Sunday there, and that tire is built to withstand that kind of pressure. So for it to burst, then forget about it. Something is not just right. So who are coming benefit when you do that kind of thing to our president? Every day you're looking for people who want to kill you. You're looking for people who wishing the country evil. Now evil now before you're by yourself now. So what play you get to carry anybody now? You're looking for people who get motive. When you're structuring your government, you don't know the poor motive. Also, when Prince Johnson was saying, I say Joseph Boga will not do the work, that Jeremiah Kun will do the work, that we are coming to produce president in Nima County. Who get motive in this whole thing? Like, he can go sit and play again. I think you are going because he himself said that he's not traveling out of the country again. He will sit down right here because the Liberian people is suffering. He said, all the traveling are being vain. What he talking for you to carry you again? That is Sunday and get there. So, you know, when you talk something that is all to say that you sit at home. What do you go do down there to anniversary era? They tell you that all your friends went there. What do you go do there? You take that kind of expensive plane. Why people suffering here? People crying in the streets. Then you take it, you go carry. That your expensive plane go get that kind of problem. And they are putting it on wrong way. Can't talk about wrong way. That no wrong way thing. Something is not just right. So you want to be putting more on people? That's why I'm asking you. I say if you want to put more on people, all this, that, yeah, then we're going to check it. Y'all go check Jeremiah. He didn't want to benefit if anything were to happen to the man. Because of the whole structure, that's why you put together. If I now if you check now, you know, even for a government partially or something like that. Because the man pie around, the man went Nima County. He already getting endorsements all over the place. So the motive is there. So you'll be sitting down there, you'll be passing around, say, call it off. Call off wetting to go do wetting with wetting. Eh? But I have business. Some more Jeremiah Kun come and be president. Now I'm a student and saying, yeah, oh, God for you know why they kind of thing was happening? Then you check in Jeremiah Kun camp. They put it out there to say, what? Huh. Oh, nearly got there. Oh. That kind of thing that you hearing them say now, the Jeremiah Kun group, that the kind of devil that Joseph Boga say he dancing with, what the devil can do. So the devil that you dancing with now are people who wishing that you fall so that they will rise. Right? So all the devils, hey, small more. We're coming to get there. We're coming to get there. We're coming to get there. These are the kind of things you know come from anywhere. You know him or whatever. Eh? But that is bad. But with God, all things are possible. And I'm just telling you people some of these things. We're not here to can't joke with you. Let me come to the next thing I have to do with the CDC something that you see people flying around with. So let me share with you. I'm begging you. I want to tell you who all are celebrating. And I'm part of that thing. And I'm part of your politics. So you say, I'm a politician. You stop the thing here. So the Supreme Court yesterday came up with something, though it was published today. And okay, good. Yeah, that is it. So on the CDC something, so I'm about to share that with you. As we are getting there, with God, all things are possible. So that is what the Supreme Court came up with on yesterday with the bit of information filed by the CDC. So there is a judgment of the Supreme Court. A bit of information. So that is it, right? This is it. And we are getting there. So that is what the court came up with. So there are two things the court identified in a bit of information. The court got angry with one. And the court addressed one. And the other one, which was merely the more weighty one, because the other one, it was not an issue. It was not an issue because it's an established fact. Like I said, res expa liquidator. The thing speaks for itself. It was an established fact that there were transactions that went on. But CDC, according to the court, decided to wrap around another avenue that was not appropriate before the court. So the court was able to pass on that in anger. And the court is noted for that always. They will always keep people in check, especially when you think you want to act smart. They try to tell lawyers to do their due diligence. It doesn't matter whether your party wanted this way. You must see the feasibility of it to know whether it's appropriate and proper before you bring it before the court. So that's how they have been operating with it. Yeah. So I think it's important that we just clarify that. So the court said, I'll read the whole thing there and explain it. So the court said that the first respondent, now, the first respondent, you who carry your application, you are the informant. There is a bit of information. Then the respondent is the party that you are carrying. So the guy here, how do they call him? The Dempster mayor who representing these people, the Dempster mayor, yeah. Dempster is the one that representing, Dempster is representing the party, the Stubberfield people. So it's the Dempster mayor representing the Stubberfield people. They won't prevail sometimes back in 2017. So they prevailed in the Supreme Court, and it was cleared on them. Let me see who here again. So I will be calling Dempster or Stubberfield family, something like that. So that's what I will be saying. So the so that's what it is. So let's get on to the judgment. I just wanted for you to just know that. Yeah. The Dempster mayor for the Stubberfield family. So the court said they went to the court. They informed the court that, these people didn't want to move us. The people say they're moving us on the basis of a ruling that you passed ever since. And for us, CDC, we not say you didn't pass that ruling. We know you passed that ruling because there was a confusion between them and that of Bernard, Archibald Bernard. So when they went to court, they prevailed. In the lower court, it went up to the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court withheld it. But at that time, the CDC was doing business with the Bernard people at that party headquarters. But when the Garden won this case, the CDC decided now to do business with them. So they collected money from CDC after they have won this case. So CDC said, the people then they want to move us. Now, the ruling that you pass on France is no longer an issue. It's not even anything that can be enforced again because we have already adhered to that enforcement by paying money to them, and we now become their lawful tenants. So if we are their lawful tenants, how then they can come by again and they say, that ruling that they get it last time, say that they see really. So we bring it to y'all so that you can know that the lower court here trying to enforce the same thing that you sent to them. When indeed these people, we look at that and we decided to do business. I will explain it further. We decided to do business with it. That was one thing they carried. The second thing they carried, and which was not really right, is to tell the Supreme Court, say, because there is another different action, but still concerning the same property that Archibald Bernard then to get. They got it at the lower court. It is on appeal currently at the Supreme Court on the same property. So the CDC went down to the Supreme Court using a bit of information to say, look, we are begging you for us to join these people, the Bernard people, on the other second case that here we want to inform you because it is stay here and the people don't want to go enforce to remove us from down there. Now where the court got vexed with the lawyers of CDC and they find them. So let me just clear that one up. They say no, it's not supposed to happen, and they all know it. Now the issue of joiner of parties. You can plead for it at any stage, but not at the appellate level. So let's say, for instance, you go and you say, I mean, they want to join these people here, and that you can join. But not at the when they have concluded everything, they pass judgment, or they my interest, what they call, so I can't do the Supreme Court. No. The Supreme Court not going to take anything new. So the court got very vexed with one booty kid there and the CDC lawyers and told them, say, what you did was absolutely wrong, and we'll fine you. And how they find them. Then let's get to the meat of the first one, what the court said also, because that was the meat. Because getting there was the real bit of information that there is a matter pending before the court, and that thing happened before. We request that we even CDC join them, because whatever comes from the court said no, we can't give you that. That was the basis for which they denied a bit of information. But the court even made it clear in the other judgment, right? Which is not in dispute. The court will not be able to, because there's nothing in dispute. What the CDC carried there was not in dispute. That the man, what they call transition, and the man decided to do business with them. So that's what the court said in his judgment, right? So they said the court adjudged that the first respondent accepted, because when they went for their argument, they asked the first respondent. The first respondent said that true. After you passed that judgment way back, we went to the people that decided to do business with us. They gave us money. We took it. Then the court said, but wait now, you accepted the money from the people in the spirit of the enforcement of our judgment, thereby creating a legal relationship between you and the people. And the reason they got in a relationship with you, so that our judgment that calls for eviction, ousting, will not work on them. That's why. And you agreed to it, you took that money from them. And you now had a legal relationship. Then you come back now, you say you still want to use the old stuff. No. So the court said this. The court said that the first respondents' acceptance of 360,000 United States dollars, 360,000 United States dollars as a rental arrears. They say all that time there that you say, oh yeah, what I call here, we'll pay you straight from 2023, from 2018, because that time we're paying money to Benin. But since you won a case, we'll give you a from 2017, what is the quote? The 2018 to 2023. We'll give you all the arrears. Though we're dealing with the Benin people, but they say you're feeling winning. And here's how to move us. But we don't want for you to move us. So as a result, we'll now give you all the arrears we owe you. And for the fact that you accept it, then it has satisfied the enforcement. That's what the court said. The court said the first respondent's acceptance of 360,000 United States dollars as rental arrears from the informant for the period of 2018 to 2023 to prevent the informant's removal, ouster, or eviction from the subject property was an implied enforcement of the 2016 judgment. We came out with that 2016 judgment ever since. So it was an enforcement already. So how can you come by again? Then you go resurrect and see judgment again. You say you won't go enforce it again to evade the people again. No, that different action now you can use. And the court couldn't tell them what they know to do. So the court said it was an implied what? It was an implied what? Enforcement of the 2016 judgment of the Supreme Court. And thereby, it established a lane law and tenant relationship. Because when that enforcement, because the people were illegally there, but for the fact that you now took money from them, they were now legally there. So that issue about the court ruling is now moot. Okay, let me put it this way. Let me simplify it, because I just even today, let me say thanks to the Supreme Court and thanks to the court system. I was able to evade some families today, and through our ruling, I was able to evade some family, today, and a lady got her property today, right? Yeah, but thank God, it was an excellent fight. Some of us, we are very consistent, and we thank God that we are winning, and we are losing and winning, but we are winning, and so we are grateful to God for that. Let's take for instance. And there should be a lesson to all of you, all of us who get properties. So you went to court, or you went to the magisterial court, you say you want your property. The court went and told you, say, oh, AB, that man I want more for your property. Yeah, he did that, yeah, and that, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, no problem. The court decided to give me a judgment in my favor that will move you from there. So as I went to carry on that enforcement for me to move you from the property, you decided now to do business with me and say, AB, I will pay for 3 years. I don't want for you to move me. I will pay for 3 years, 4 years, 5 years. You now accept it. Because the condition under which you carry me first is I'm illegally operating, right? Now that you decided to now accept money from me and say, oh, AB, I will take a 3 year or 4 year hot rent. You know what I pay for it. You grab that money, you took it. The enforcement is already effective. Nothing there again. Because the man acknowledged it. It's acknowledged. It's implied enforcement. Because the reason you went there is for the man to acknowledge that your property and you can move it at any time in the country. He said, move him from there. It left with you now to say, no, I will not move him. I will take money from him. You will stay there. And the moment you come to that, the enforcement, that's what the court told them. You establish a relationship with them. So it is tenant. But when they went there, they said the people now they are tenants. They say no, but you can't use that judgment again to say the people now your tenant. Say they are your tenant, but you don't want them there again, and they say no. And because they are saying no, you gotta carry different action again. It can be on that first one the magistrate or the magistrate gave you. It's just a simple legal understand, just legal reasoning. That's just all. Right? So let's take for instance again. Let me give you another classic example, which of course is good for your lecture. Abraham went and stole 300 United States dollars from you. So when you carry AB to court, or maybe you don't carry AB even to court yet. But as you people were going on, AB agreed that he will give you some of your money back. Then AB decided to give you 150. Then you walk on and say, I still going to quote AB stole from me. The moment you go explain, and you go say, oh, AB stole 18 years from me, oh, yeah, and there, but he gave me 150. The only action that's befitting then it has transitioned from criminal to debt action. He has transitioned from criminal to debt. Because the man owe you now. Simple. So that what the court just told them. Secondly, and most importantly, if you follow the court ruling, in the second one, which of course, let me just explain it. They said that the informant's filing of a bill of information with a request. You file a bill of information, then you request in the court with a request to have a join in the appeal pending, undetermined before this court between the first respondents and the estate of Daniel P. Tucker Bernard. Why the informant is a tenant of the first respondent? You and the man who you supposed to join. You are still tenant. You are waiting. You are waiting for that. What the court said. The court said, but you and the man, you get tenant relationship. You get landlord tenant relationship. So while you stay there, then you say you want to lead a man for you to can't go join the other party that the man already won ever since. How that can work? You still get relationship. You stay a tenant. So the court acknowledges that CDC is still a tenant. So that all that nonsense that Daniel Samuel they were talking illegal argument. I want to understand. You know, some of these guys they will sit down, they spew out innuendos, and as though we all didn't go to school. You know, sometimes, oh God, this country. How will you describe? There's what the court said. The court said, how can you still be a tenant and you having a relationship with somebody? Then you leaving there say you can't go join the other party on the other side. They come and allow you to join the other party. You are still a tenant to this person. How did that one work? That what the court got bitter with the CDC lawyers and whatever. They said it's preposterous and what? Impermissible, since the informant cannot question the title of his landlord. So how can you go and question the title of your landlord? You know you already paid to the man. You agree. How can you pay to him? So can you question the title? No. You can't join those people. The people who question
Your landlord title, you're not part of them, so you were your landlord. So don't put that there. That what they got vexed with the lawyers. How can you question your landlord title? You are a tenant. You agree that they pay that for you. You decided to pay the man rent, and then you pay that. Then you go join there. You go join the other party, and the other party you are joining, their action is an action that questioning the other party that you are still tenant for. So the court was very wise in this in these decisions. They say you cannot be a tenant and be questioning your landlord title. So like you live in my home, I walk out, they tell me, you that thing that you get there enough for you. That how is that? You get tattoo. You are just a tenant. You get nothing. How can you carry me to court? So it implies, from the court perspective, that CDC wanted to join Idiga Benane, I know Achibo Benane, so that they will go question stop a few then uno tattoo. Court said that is terrible, very preposterous, and that was 100% right. They said that a bit of information filed by the informant, having failed to allege interference with the judgment or mandate of the court. No, there was no interference. So all the things when you won't go to the court to go ask, the court said, that is why you should be able to bring, right? Very good. They said, that is it, right? They said prescribed, especially prescribed by the rules of this court. The counsel for the informant is hereby fined in order to pay United States $500 into the government's revenue within 72 hours of the reading of this judgment, which of course as of yesterday. Wherefore, and in view of the informant, they say the informant's bit of information is denied and dismissed. Councilor Wambudike, Thomas M. Jabba, and Justin N. Kuba are to pay the sum of 500 United States dollars within 72 hours of the judgment. The clerk of this court, blah, blah, blah. So that's it. What in it that was difficult to understand? Then you hear journalists saying that Supreme Court upheld its 2016 judgment. So here we are. So, you know, some of these things, you may not understand it. The case, there is another case that the court acknowledged that is still pending at the Supreme Court in relation to this. Tattoo is still in issue. So that thing about evasion can just hold. Because tattoo is still in issue. The court acknowledged it. And CDC is still a tenant to Stubberfield, I don't know, Dempster or whatever. So how can CDC be illegal when they pay money? You tell like, you know, the people who ran away from Congo town, they not pay the port during what they call CDC not owing. From the time they started fighting, the CDC are not owing. The court said it. So how can you be illegal occupied someone when they say you're owing? And they said tattoo is still in issue and the matter is still pending at the Supreme Court. Because the other family can say the tattoo that they may have operating with here and there on that previous condition, we still get issue. And I think according to what we heard or what I'm reading through, Achibo Benaden won the other group at the lower court. On what basis we'll still try to say, but they took an appeal again to the Supreme Court. So that where the issue is. So that whole property is still in court. There's a second one to it. And that second ruling now, they are waiting for to see what happens. So it's not just evasion, you just jump here and there, blah, 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 the way the Unity Party people, as they are stealing. And tomorrow I come on that GSC audit report. The reason I want to talk in that thing too much, because when I just talk now, it will not give the kind of meat I want to give to it, right? I didn't want to call. And I will give your time to talk about the speaker, something I just said in passing yesterday, because I didn't pick any calls. This statement that was made by this reckless man calling himself speaker, the one Sierra Leone, he didn't even know who position, who holding. He let Mandela Cooper carry him around. Hold on. Hold on, lady, they won't forget it. They will really eat him in the eye. And he speak on you know, see, found woman, he be a found woman, he passing around. I know they get there passing all over the place. No problem. They all carry you all over the place. And I think they are just going. You see her there. That lady, Opa, she's a mover. Madera already to you with there. Yeah. But it carry them over. No problem. Let them go. So the main statement that we all look at, and I'm telling you, I will come to that thing tomorrow. I don't want to deal with that or GSE or this and that Friday, something there. And we'll get on it tomorrow. So I'll be a team here on it. But the cool statement. Very, very terrible. Very, 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 very terrible. This statement is very, very reckless, irresponsible of a leader. And like I said last night, and I will repeat, Richard Nangbe Kun has put himself on record. He will pay for that money now. And Richard Nangbe Kun acknowledged that indeed they created a tension, and yet the police is not even inviting him about the fire incident or so forth. They grab people and just put them in jail. They torture people for nothing because of tension created by Richard Kun. They will pay for it. All the recordings are kept. Let him go use that law as his defense. And he said that tradition Richard Kun will use as defense that day. When Richard Kun is ready to account for all the terrible things he has done, that law he will use as defense. To say, I didn't honor tradition. I didn't want to go. That brother, he and the Unity Party people who to pay back all the bad things they don't do in this country. We are cataloging everything about them. And we shall see. The one God has blessed people at Tifa, he was just in a deputy role operating there. I don't know if any other thing happened there outside of that, it can be investigated and he could be caught as well. But as far as we are concerned, Tifa not get no problem on him. He remained at a deputy role. He operating there, so no issue. The place we get a problem here is that money then that Richard Kun was eating, for which they created a tension so that he will eat. He created tension so that he will bust a legitimate speaker office so that he will move in. He created tension so that And he said he created tension. All the things then will be transcribed. Look, we'll transcribe everything and Richard Kun will account for all the words he uses. Anything just passing around talking, let him keep talking. Let's get to the lines interact with your caller. Yesterday you didn't talk, so I'll give you more time today. And I saw and as we go on, and with God all things, and we think with God all things is possible. Yeah. So let's get to the lines and interact with you, my people. You guys didn't talk last night, and I will waive that. And so you can keep playing your cash giveaway. And like I said, I'm trying to do a couple of draws so that we get there. Let me get on to your callers right here on this very dial. Let's get there, and then we'll move on. Please be civil in your transaction, in your interaction. Yeah, how you doing?
Good evening, Evie.
Hello, how you doing?
I'm fine. Thank you so much, Evie. Evie, this is David King, and I do join you from my Smendote residence this afternoon. This evening.
Oh, you in Smendote now?
Yeah, Evie, we in Smendote, we in Morovia. I got my family in Morovia, but I do my letting on the side, so I'm in and out. Yeah, but you see, Evie, like you said, everything about this government. I was at the airport connection this afternoon when I saw the President Muroki passing heading to the airport. And I tried to tell the guy, I say, you see how the old man been lying to us? Yeah, the job we had car that the old man said it was smoking or breaking down, and with him everywhere he went. Look at how those vehicles are going. Are they looking at old vehicle to you? And the guy said, no. But those vehicles are new vehicles. I said, okay. It left for you now to pass judgment whether Joe Braga was right for using our money to purchase the kind of car he riding in today. Joe Braga want to live in luxury at his age. But today, you guys have seen the truth because We were standing in the very spot, and you argue that the old man had right job. We have well of the car. He did this, he did that. Where the car going there? You tell me now, what the old car?
So what the car business got to do anything here? They can talk to the issue. We talk about playing. We're talking about Reggie Kunsen. Then you can't do car business. I can't tell you now, Papa. I was a little bit carried top behind. How are you doing? The thing that not belong to the toilet. Yeah, how you doing?
Yeah, my name is Pastor calling for Kencho.
Yeah, Pastor, let's hear from you.
Yeah, bro, I want to tell God thank you for the president today. You know, I don't know how all of today for him, but I tell God you see the for the country. So that happy and let's pray for him.
Yeah.
Yeah, God for our country for the people that buy email the international say will be power. So I tell God thank you for it today.
All right. Thank you, my brother. At least thank you for saying that one. Prince Sherry, what's up? They making when you call on the show here, the thing you hear, why you want to talk to. Then you are talking about car business. You have why do you all president tell you that why you say we have also what we talking about thing. What's on your mind? Now what's on your show here? My brother, you gonna show here face the issue. When you hear the name, face the issue, you hear me talking about car business here today. There wasn't thing now, Papa. Why you can be observing? You're observing and I know you're bringing. Hello, how you doing? Hello? Yeah, hello, Prince Sharif. What's up, boss man? How's everything?
Yes, I'm grateful, sir. Thank you so much for giving me the opportunity to be on the show.
Yeah,
let me say thanks to you again for the simple way that you've put this entire explanation. And that's the reason why some of us are grateful that we have people like you on the media, where when legal issue, arises in our country, you can use the platform and explain it and break it down that a common man will be able to understand. Again, we are grateful to have you and many others.
Thank you.
Your time.
Thank you.
But my attention is drawn to what actually happened at the RRA.
Okay.
We want to give God the glory for another redemption that again, He has bestowed on us as a people, as a nation, because that would have been disaster. But nevertheless, the news that is even out is even more troubling. There's even, a crash.
Okay.
Because right now, it has put Liberia in a position where other international, aircraft may not even want to allow their plane to enter Liberia.
You're right.
And this is the reason why we used to say to our brothers on the other side, that be careful of what you wish for.
You're right.
And what is happening or what happened today, it is made by this particular government. One will say, why? This is the information that we have gathered at the RRA. That the maintenance team, the people who were there and maintaining the one way, in showing that during the William regime, that whenever there are cracks, on the wrong way, that they will go and repair it. When this government took over, because of this team politics, they decided to play politics with it and move these people from there.
You're right.
And the people who should have done the maintenance, they took them from there and put other people there who are not even doing the work but receiving the money. So as I speak to you, your wrong way is very dangerous. And this will affect us as a nation, void of any political, affiliation.
You're right.
But we just hope and pray that, the issue will be resolved, because it's really bringing a negative stigma to our country. But when the government came to power and bring politics in this, these are the things that can happen. But we hope that they repair the wrong ways so that planes can start to go to Liberia. But thank you for the opportunity.
Oh, thank you tomorrow, Prince. I hope to get you on tomorrow right here. Later to you, what's up?
Yeah, Evie, good morning. How are you?
How you doing, mommy?
I'm okay. What do you have to talk to me?
What do you talk again?
Our boy is saying he go talk about car, not talk about things. I want to give me to now.
Yeah, man. I talk about car business. You can bring car business. I just about ride new car. That means all I want there. You go sit outside the road. You can't want me to be a zero fever. Then you bring it on the show.
You can put traffic in people are sweat.
Yeah, man. Car. Don't play it over car.
Maybe, that plane business, I swear to God, Liberia is just a country that I don't understand. I don't know why it is. And other countries are going forward while we are going backward every day. A president of a nation came, made an accident And nothing is like in the news in the developed country in the Western world. That would be the headline for 24 days.
You're right.
And these people will bring in experts to discuss, to know what is the cause of it, what happened. They will explain for people to understand. But they tell you something, Jesus, turn off the camera, turn the camera for what reason? And they don't want people to know about it.
Yeah, they say cut on the camera.
And they make it out of politics. It is politics. This is not politics. This is something about the nation. The nation, the world. No, it turned out the West will be news for days. And experts will go around the world to get the analyze what the cause. And then like that, doing it again. I swear to God, we are back going everything in our country. Now, when they see the one black eye, they get black eye will suffer it until after they say so, we'll see what happening. That's sad.
Very sad. Very sad.
In the country, you see, that's going to be from that day. Going to be a breaking news. It's going to be something to talk about. They're going to find experts. They're going to find what they're going to analyze what's going on and tell us exactly what it is, what are the costs, but they don't hide it, taking down videos, taking down posts for people to not know about it. And then people say they are smart people, they are educated. No, it's sad. Seriously, it's sad.
All right. Thanks, mommy. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Thanks, you're most welcome. And let me get on to the next caller. And last time we never had sufficient time, so I'm giving you ample time tonight, so that we can go on with it. We will certainly get there, and no matter what the circumstances are, let me get on to this one. Hello. Yeah, hello. How you doing? Hello. Hello. What are you gonna do on woman land? Go find a place and come back. Yeah. Hey, I'm telling you, you're gonna be joking. Look, that country will be straight. When I take by a pass my lord, and you think I can circumvent it easily. I don't even know the person you're dealing with. Hello, how you doing?
Good evening, Evie.
Yeah, how you doing, bro?
Evie, I tell you, thank you. You know, God brought you for a purpose.
You will.
Yeah, God brought you for a purpose.
Right.
Because not everybody will be over to, see what is going on in the country or know what is going on in the country.
Mm-hmm.
But today what happened here? I wanted for that whole thing to smoke and tell the devil second say my mental later a day.
Oh?
Yeah, I'm telling you, Evie. I don't want telling you. So if you can dance with the devil, now the blessing the devil will not bring today. It was the devil not blessing I want to bring today. And that's because the person I was saying, Jesus. If people know Jesus, they don't know Jesus. You see, we say cooking weapon, Eddie, so I want to explain to you. The people stop up from entering. They stop up from entering the town halls. But guess what will happen? Before we move from in West Point, a car door lock. Almost 1 hour, 30 minutes before putting on the car door to
you sure about what you're talking?
I'm telling you seriously, I was telling you. If you get anybody or you know anybody in West Point are working on our program that day, they will tell you what happening at truth. The man car door lock. You car that car door lock.
So why did it was it a planned program or why did they do that? The man just went there to go tell you say that sorry. And I decided
they know us, so they prevent us from entering. That's also what they were there that day. Your small crowd, that's also what they were there that day.
I see why they were clapping for each other out of foolishness that were coming from Rachel Kumub, the foolish Unity Party people who were there and clapping. They didn't want to clap for him. Sounds crazy to clap for local people then.
They will see after the man car don't lack. I anybody just call in where for our program that they will tell you. To open the car, they will not smoke you. Almost 1 hour telling me to put the car door. You see? So the people they got more to experience.
Something you're right. That's a strange experience too again. Car door lock, that's a bad experience. Bad woman for the church people go gain their award and see what God will do to them. Some of them go to sleep and keep sleeping forever. Hello, how are you doing?
Hello, how are you?
Yeah, fine. Please go on. Let's listen to you.
My name is Matwato calling from Broadville.
Broadville. Let's hear from you quickly.
Okay, my son
Exodus 14:14. When the Israelites were leaving Egypt, Pharaoh followed them.
Yeah.
He said, when you reach the water, the Egyptians see today, see them no more. Such a wrong. Now they have they have anything about that again. What we the cause of water is continue to follow them. When we reach the water, settle the water now, all the welcome, everything in the same God, especially for the people. So along, they saw our soul, just when we are the Son of God.
Okay.
Came here,
Thank you.
Okay. So the devil, well, one side, God, got one side in this country now. We don't have no co-pastors here. Every pastor that
Thank
here,
you.
they are co-pastors.
They are co-pastor. Thank you so much, man. Thank you for your contribution. Thank you. All right. Thank you.
For us.
Let me get to this
And
caller here.
I'm thanking God for you that you really preaching for us. You will not know, but
be together. God will guide us all. Thank
God
you.
will teach you us.
Yeah.
And everything that go wrong, God will bless you.
All right. Thank you. All right. Let me get to this diaspora caller. Hello, how you doing?
Hi, Tisha Mai. How are you? This is Victor.
Chinese.
We are calling from Charlotte.
Easy, go put your name Chinese. I don't even know what kind of names that you get. I saw Chinese writing and seeing right from here. So me, I don't even know. I change on here. Go ahead.
Thank Maria. Tisha Mai, this is Victor. We are calling from Charlotte, North Carolina. Thank you very much for taking my call. Tisha Mai, this is not about politics. I just want to say, thank God for the president.
Yeah.
But anybody that working aviation tell you that's one of the scary men right there. Having a little schooling on learning is very dangerous. Again, this is not the time for politics. It is the time for the government to really pay attention to that because unfortunately that's the only operating airport we have in our country. I just came back from Liberia in February, getting ready to come back soon, and then this is happening. It just feels scary. I hope they can rectify this information soon. And so I thank you every day.
All right.
For teaching.
Thank you, my brother. Let's keep God. Let's keep God in our hearts and continue to pray for one another. That's one thing I can say clearly to all. Thank you so much, my brother. Man, Sisi, what's up? My brother Eddie P. The last time paid dues. The man paid me a due. But I want to tell you, we're playing working here, but he paid dues the last time. How you doing, man? Hello. Wow. So Eddie P, you deal with the express lane. Yeah. The men are VIP. Again, VIP. I'll gain VIP status for just because how many get that? Is that our 2 or our 4? Okay, I'll gain VIP status for 4 days. That 4 days you can choose it. Well, each week you want, no problem. I will gain VIP. How you doing with it, bro?
Yeah. Teacher Lai, thank you so much, Teacher Lai. We want to give God the glory today that our president narrowly escaped death.
Yeah.
Because, and you see, Teacher Lai, we give God the glory because we will prefer Bwaka to be there till 2029 than Jeremiah Kun.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we give God the glory. I really praise God. I watched that thing today and my heart when the plane was landing. And here's the thing that shocked me. Waka upgraded to a Gulfstream, one of the most heaviest private jet in the world.
Mm-hmm.
And the time he upgraded to the most severe, they were brought him calamity.
You're right.
This is a sign that look, the hypocrisy sometimes God can just want to show you certain things.
You're right.
Because these people criticize private jet, and the other private jet that the President was using was not Gulfstream. Gulfstream is a very expensive private jet because of the safety measure in it. But then I watched today that almost crashed with him. You smoke, you're not jet. Can you imagine? So we just want to use the opportunity to tell God, thank you that at least we were not for me. That one part I see it there. No. I want to see it. Let President Bouaga live. At 2029, we're taking from that. Democratically, we want men like that evil man who can take power in our country. We got one power. No. We want it.
Okay. I think
Thank
I support you in that. Thank you so much, my brother. Yeah. All right. So let's get on. Hello, how you doing? Hello. Hello. Okay. Hello, how you doing, man? Yeah, fine. Please go on quickly. Let's listen to you.
Yeah, man. In the first history of this country, that was first time to see something that they happening. And when you say you were dealing with the devil, that is what devil is. Me, I'm not there to offer no prayers. I am telling you the truth. What the devil should have done, the devil should have put that whole plane so they can know to do with devil, whether it's good or it's not good.
Mama, you Christian? You Christian? Hey, you can go to church?
I can go to church.
So what now you talking so to Nana?
No, listen.
Huh?
What you said you were dealing with the devil? It was first something like that happening. What do you expect?
I know where you read to, but
can God do bad things for you?
no, but okay, Mama. When your child say they won't go in bad play, they won't go touch the fire. You will not pray for them to not touch the fire, or you will tell them to touch the fire for them to feed it.
Oh, if you choose to join the fire, I know why you choose.
So you let your child go there.
Why you think God can get a long road for us to repent? And not for you to change when you refuse to change when God will into over you. What happened to you?
Okay.
Nothing happened to you.
Okay. Well, we thank God it's not happening today. Yeah.
Let God bless you. Let God bless you, my son. Let God bless you.
Yeah, you're right. And Paul will pay. You see, he came in to spend our country money. He got to pay for the people playing tire. And the whole problem because I hear the one brother here is sport. So you see, when you chat up people's car and then you get problem, that you will be responsible for it. Now we must pay for the people play, the people expensive play. You see how God can do things. Hello, how you doing?
AB, how you doing?
I'm fine, Musa. Let's hear from you.
Well, AB, I just want to thank God, thank you again for the show. Because AB, you know, when you were not there to enlighten people's mind, AB, Liberia, the kind of people who you are saving, the kind of life you are saving, you will not understand, AB.
You're right.
But you are saving lives.
Thank God.
Because there are people that will, after the election, you revise them.
You're right.
AB, so anything your mouth, that's what the Bible says, the life and death lies on the tongue.
You're right. You're right.
Our president said he danced with the devil. God is showing sample. And I don't know, it's outrageous to see our security forces telling people to cut off camera only because the president is involved. Can you imagine that, Eddie? Cut off the camera. For what reason? Things are supposed to be number one on the line for people to discuss. Then you tell the people to cut a camera? Are you kidding me? But so far, the party thing has indoctrinated the people. Even the security have lost their mindset of security. They forgot about saving lives. They think about cutting camera up. They run it behind journalists. Are you kidding me? What kind of country we in so? We got so Eddie. Is this the kind of Liberia we wanted? Is our president a devil that be hiding for us? What's only happening to him? We're not supposed to know. If you look, Joseph Boakai dies today. It will be Liberian president that have died. It will not be United president that died. United
No, they
president.
don't know that one. They don't know that one. They get ready
No.
to misbehave. They don't
So
even
when
know.
anything is happening to that man, we should know. And he said we should know. Because we want our country to develop. And he still let us know that Joseph is sick and he needs treatment. He's going for treatment. Let him go. He's the head of our country.
I don't know whether these security people or these people that are in Unity Party, when they are in their homes, when they're sick, their wives are supposed to carry them to hospital. It's very disappointing. Maybe it is disappointing. And that's why I said on one of their posts, this is the only government that I have seen of body of ministers who's supposed to go be covering policies to develop our country will leave their job, and the president will take decision to go and sit on the radio station defending what they don't do. So foolish and it doesn't make no sense. I think government officials are supposed to go to radio station where they are invited to discuss issues, for paying money to radio station to relay program to defend something that you think the people are not saying. It doesn't make no sense.
All right.
These are people that clean.
You're right. You're right.
People. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Musa. Let me get on to Medicine Yadolo. Medicine say, Jeremiah, Medicine, I know Countryman or Kingsman. Yeah. Masisi, what's up? Yeah. I'm doing, Mama. I'm doing fine. Yeah, we thank God.
No, you tell God thank you today for our president. No, when they say evil people like military people, if our we are today, they go say, "What the men that? Let the men do they want." And what I'm gonna say? What the men say you want for we are to die every time. And today we are happy to work. So what I say, God thank you for the man life. He will rescue us and then he rescue us before he dies. He thank you. That's in a happy. He knows it's not coming for our country. Only people they can get stuff and they can't think. You told my thing before you told my baby. That's in a happy on our airport when they come and say they can be fair relief. That the airport is this and that you know like people will not come to the country. No more. People when they put it in our country, they will not come and bring players to come in our country because they put it the airplane now in politics. That let's see happy. What happened to the president? They were very far. And to check that camera up. We think about the president yet. You see airport serious in the country, Eddie. They put us serious. And to the issue of a party call about Eddie. My friend coming today, I said, bad. But we expect when Eddie come and get a year on us. Say today, they move up today. They put one of the place. They put a warning case. And to come and tell us, no, in a hurry. I'm going to say, thank you, that God bless you. Thank God came to us, or on our feet to explain to us better. Because when someone from the post stop, who can tell you, my son, Eddie? Who can tell you? Don't yourself. They will help fly with all. They go on this place, the police people, they lose their kids, they get follow. They want all that in. So then you explain to all, at least I will laugh myself. I'm begging to go and see this. Yeah.
Boy, you go there. You go take property now. You go take. You never pay who told you to they may not serious about this country, but you go take it. You go to the party. People don't even want to cut. Do you even think people in sound? You go touch the party headquarters, you will see what happens to the country. You go there and go take it, man. You go. Come on, battery factory. You're able you go take CDC party headquarters now. Nonsense people.
That's not for die. The company headquarters. And they say that's the president. You didn't tell anyone no. So no book get kind of side with no.
Thank you, man. CC. Eddie P, what's up?
Hello.
Oh man, you enjoying your VIP status? Small. That one day you now. So Tribo, let go.
No, always trying to pay our due, man. Everyone will pay our due. So you have to conserve the due will be coming every month. Yeah, Eddie. I mean, how did it?
It is great though.
Thank God for life. That's the most important thing. Look, Eddie, for me, I go a different way.
Okay.
And I'm speaking from my opinion, from my heart. Eddie, let me be good to you. I am one person, I will never pray God for this person. I'm always telling you, Eddie. Any negativity I get about this president, I am one person will be happy, ADP. Because you know what? I want president not show the example to president where people, you get people on Spain will pray God for president where, when they pray to cast for president where, then today and you're happy, as you can be praying God for that president, oh my dear brother, I will ever pray God for that type of person. I will never pray God for him. It's not about politics, whether not politics or not politics, maybe, I don't care. You understand? Because it's a bad legacy. Then you come and tell all the driveway or the plane that they get trouble. That we the one responsible for that. You serve all the people. Everybody you move to the airport today. What's happening? That get lessy goes through your soul. If they're not putting mechanism in place, if this person cannot repair his thing, baby, and you see the next day, who knows what will happen next? You try nothing, you bring it back. Then what you going in at? You tell party I'm using our money. When you are taking at the property, then you get one person passing for a resume or can't pray God for him. You don't pray God for him. Maybe let me get to you and get maybe the garden in front of people that in like boy. Let me get in that prayer. Or let me pray God for myself. Instead of me to kind of waste my prayer or people that do. They are not doing nothing for in this country. You go at your poverty. Yeah, I can't pray God. And I'm not pray God for you. Thank you, my Eddie.
Thanks, boss. And of course, so let us say right here on this very die, we are certainly getting there with God. All things are possible. Hello?
Good evening, Eddie. How you doing?
Yeah, I'm fine, boss. Go on. Let's listen to you.
Yeah, this is Edmond Carr, and let me say thanks to you for the enlightenment, especially when you come to our party headquarters, because today I could not pick up call from the Unity Party guys because for the news started coming, all the call coming from all over. So I just decided to leave it like that when I hear from you. So
guys,
thanks to you, man.
Peace.
You know, and sometimes, you know, and then St. Andrew did realize my attention before you could come on, you know, and somebody just come on saying, I don't know how the guy can really read, you know, but they can be playing politics in everything that they do. But to our president, look, if you read the story of Egypt, Pharaoh, and the children of Israel, and looking at what happening in our country, for me, I can't say thanks to God because I don't know what God showing to our president. Because these kind of things are very, very strange. There are a lot of strange things that are happening around Bouaka. And he's not taking key note of it. The pastors are not taking key note of it. But what they are doing, they are increasing the rate in the country. See what the government can do. To honor Rachel as a statesman and a developmental oriented, the rate is too much in the country. So Bouaka needs to sit and re-strategize and look around him. He needs to deal with the physical. He needs to deal with the spiritual. Something is not just right. Something is going on wrong. They like it, they don't like it, that's their business. But something is not right with Bouaka. Bouaka made some careless statement when he was coming to the presidency. Bouaka and this particular government in power seriously harassed President Weah and the country before they could come to the presidency. Before they could come to the presidency, they are continuously harassed innocently to many President Weah and to many other citizens that are associated with President Weah. When President Bouaka, the last time, took the media for your meeting with the cabinet minister, after listening to all the market people in the market, how the hardship is not easy on them. Then he said, we are not okay, we are enjoying. The following week, he jumped on the plane that is upgraded. You see what the upgraded plane have brought to him? This is great. As a president that is there as an elderly man, who's supposed to be, have the elderly mind and the visionary man, and so the door for the people that surround the president in the executive mansion. They are all people. We think that should be able to see beyond what the younger person don't see, but they are not seeing. Everything that happens, they make it political. President Bouaka, you are the last one you told us that you are somewhat a disabled woman. I am a disabled. You are my child. I am asking you, look around you. Look at your physical aspect. Look at your spiritual. Something is not wrong. If you do that, things will be okay with you. Let me conclude with the man of God. The man of God from Nigeria said, Bouaka was to organize fast and prayer for the entire nation in November. If he failed to do so, Those of us that can be able to do it with a long while, somebody for 3 days, we should do so. He said you should do it openly and apologize to God for what went wrong. And so the Lord will hear sorry. This go election, people they will not just saying it, but things happen. Things took place. So Bwaka need to talk to a pastor, let us talk about the honoring business, and organize a service around here, be sincere about it. So that God can forgive him, so the nation can move forward. And I see with me that he should be there and rescue us. How he do it? It is left with him. Thank you, Eddie.
All right, thanks, boss, for your contribution. We have a very limited time now, and we are certainly getting there. So we'll pick so here and there. All right, so let me get on to this one. Hello, how you doing? The female line. Hello. Yeah, let's hear from you, ma'am.
I just want to say thank you for this topical discussion tonight.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it be our line out in my bed and you're saying something about this plane. You know, I can remember when Bwaka won this election and the movement announced Bwaka as president. There was a sign. I can remember there was a sign. Mm-hmm. The whole crowd got dark. I believe that was the first warning from God to win the labyrinth. I will not take it into consideration. Look at what happened during the inauguration. What happened to Bwaka? These are things that God was trying to show to that president. Because we cannot fight grace. George Weah is a man of grace. God himself got that man. So there is no way you can fight grace and go free. Everything on man's soul is what you need. So today when we all our Bwaka, if I was his wife, I will go to my prophet, ask God for mercy. He needs to ask God for mercy. He needs to tell the people sorry. I'm not joking about it though. He really needs to be paid. Let God have mercy because this particular election, this presidency, Joseph Bwaka did not come to the presidency free because he thought that he was going to dance with the devil to get what he won. And the devil had no free gift. So he needs to go to God and ask him for mercy. As for the CDC, I don't care what the United Party or what they do. They can never have party effort and that party effort. For 2005, we have been maintaining that place. And we continue to maintain that place until Jesus comes. So there is no way you can find us. So let's just put it aside. I say thank you so much for the topic.
All right, thank you, ma'am, for your contribution. We appreciate that. All right, so let's see. Yeah, thank you. Hello, how you doing? This one, hello.
Thank you. Hello, baby.
Yeah, man. Let's hear from you, please.
Yeah, I could calling for Nancy Party for call.
Okay, let's hear from you.
Yeah, I think for the topic of discussion, yeah. You know, for the people, not understand. The experience that President Bwaka brought to the presidency, where it was thinking today is a trial. Since that war, for the no president ever get in that kind of disaster. You know, if we look because what we look like war today, it was just God, that's what they call it, originally second on our decoration day.
And they were hiding there. They won't see people in the phone. They can be hiding there.
But now I tell you, I tell my party, no happy to me. You cannot pay for the devil. No work for your mouth upon it. You can't work with devil, you can't get the devil pay. But then the medication for the devil starting. The devil not really start Bwaka yet. Then they sit down there and be talking. And to my party that I love and cherish so much, let them be strong. God will be with us. The delay 2009 was to person. We are out here on our street. Sunday 17 because they shouldn't we will remain focused and determine up to 2029. So for Bwaka, you got more to offer the devil. And I for the 2 year experience happy today. Because it's the day experience, but what I happy to you, you are not happy to any president. The president say, because he's after, so that devil find down to get it down lazy. That is getting the native for the people. We suffering, no food, education, no food. You just have to pay for the devil, but so we start thank you today. In Nigeria, our country in the state of Dalema, about what to carry on through on the 2029 until we get there. And so the protest when I be asking to call me. I told you, I won't see you. Because the people get my for the protest, they won't for be a gonna for protest. That is what I'm hearing.
All right. Thank you so much for everything. All right. Thank you so much. So we'll say thanks to all of you for the time. With God, all things are possible. But in all frank and fairness, these are not things that just happen normally. That the country should think that it's normal. Instead of these church pastors going for money to put in their pockets, they should now start rethinking and consulting God to open their eyes to the reality of this nation. Everything you're doing, God shimmy you on a daily basis. All your prayers, your offering, God is telling you you're not hearing anything because you are fake. You'll learn that. You know, the Christian human being are allowed to deal with. The purported one then who are there exploiting people that they don't want to like to deal with. I want to say thanks to all of you for the time. Until we are back here on tomorrow, the weekend's edition of the show. My name is Cyprian Godson. Do have a wonderful night. Bye-bye. Well, let me say us up to one